What's up, party people? We are back.
It's been
2 months.
We had to look this up. It's been almost exactly 2 months. July 10th was our last show.
I missed you.
It's a long time.
It was a long time.
Missed you guys.
We really missed you. We hope that you missed us.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're back for
season 3.
Season 3 of Here's the Deal.
What is up, people?
It took us 2 full seasons to get ourselves on a podcast platform.
Yeah,
we've done
this
it.
is all thanks to Allie. Allie,
We've done
you
it.
deserve all
Allie,
the praise.
let's give Allie a big, well, I'm not going to clap because we're in studio, but
yeah.
Allie has Here's the Deal on podcast platform.
Yeah.
And
that just happened. When did that happen?
About 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So explain to the good people how they can subscribe.
So all you got to do is go to your Apple Podcast app on your phone, if you have an iPhone. And from there, you just search in for Here's the Deal. And we should be like on the first page or so now, but you just click on there and there's a little purple button that says subscribe. That's what you got to do. And you can download all the episodes from previous seasons, so all the way back to 2017.
Yeah, I took a walk down memory lane.
Yeah.
We did. All of us did. And our first show was on April 10th of 2017. It was called Oregon Streak Ends. That was episode 1 of Here's the Deal.
I think that was after 33 wins.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Back when Mike White and
and
Chelsea Spencer and Jimmy Clytus were at Oregon, and they're no longer there anymore.
And I must say that I am impressed with the 4 of you who have gone back and downloaded every single Here's the Deal episode since the episode 1. They've downloaded all 44 episodes. So to you 4, let us know who you are, and we'll figure out how to give you something.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe an autographed picture of Chez.
Slide into our DMs.
You know, a nice little koozie or sunglasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. We're almost at 300 downloads, and this was 2
days ago.
A couple days ago.
So
for those of you who are unfamiliar with podcasts, they're really awesome. Whether you're working out or in the car, commuting to work, it's something that you can kind of tune into outside of like the music if you're tired of that. Or
especially when you can listen to Chez's made for podcast voice. Like Chez has that voice.
I was actually thinking that the other day. I was like,
right?
Chez was made for podcast.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Chez has the voice.
Delilah.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to listen to that while you're
I think
in the gym?
That's going to be like my separate alter ego, is some kind of like smooth jazz.
You
show.
could totally
like
do
Duke
it.
Silver.
Yeah,
You
like
want-
people just they call me and they want to request a song for one of their loved ones or a crush, and I just I play the whole rotation.
You 100% have the voice for it.
I might have
Without
to
a
do that.
doubt.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Let us know if you would be interested in a podcast of that nature.
Chez is selling her side hustle real hard right now.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should talk about softball.
I guess.
Maybe. That's a lot that's happened in the last 2 months.
There's been so much. Quick recap. So we are narrowing down on all the qualifiers for the 2020 Olympics. So we've got Japan going in 2020, USA. We saw Italy take the European Africa qualifier, and then most recently Mexico and Canada qualified for the 2020 Olympics. And I hate to tell you so, but I warned you guys that
Take a bow.
Take
a bow.
Mexico
You
was
did.
going to be a dark horse.
She called it. Do we have something to run here?
We don't have a dark horse graphic yet, but
Okay. Well, we're working on it, folks. Maybe season 3 will be the season that we get a dark horse graphic and animated.
yeah,
and
Allie,
awesome.
we need you for that
Yep.
one.
Okay, all
Make a
right.
note of it, Allie.
That's on my to-do list.
But it was a great qualifier,
Yeah.
and Puerto Rico, another strong team. I wish we could have seen them in the Olympics too, because
That would've been awesome.
they're such a strong team. And there was a very questionable call in the Puerto Rico Mexico game. Well, doesn't matter now. Mexico is going on, but let's see some of the highlights from the qualifier. Got Danielle O'Toole, and Palacio makes this awesome bare hand grab for the double play.
That is
Just
wild. Get out of here.
beautiful. this game was like thrilling. Every second of it just got me hyped. And here Kaylee Rafter goes deep and sends Canada
big time
back to the Olympics. And Rafter was on the 2008 Canadian national team when they went to the Olympics. So congratulations to those teams. We've got one more qualifier at the end of this month. That is the Asia-Oceania qualifier, where we'll see Australia, China, the Philippines, New Zealand, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Korea. I think it's probably going to come down to the top 3 teams listed. China, Chinese Taipei, and Australia. Now, Philippines, they could pull an upset, but I think those teams have been together for quite a while now. But that'll be exciting to watch at the end of this month.
Yeah, and we have them on FloSoftball. If you missed them, go back and watch the archives. We have the archives, right, guys?
We do.
We have the archives. Go back and watch the archives if you missed it. We have the Asia Oceania one. What day is that it streams?
Sometime at the end of this month. We'll leave it in the notes for you guys.
I believe it's September 24th.
Atta girl. There it is.
Good job.
Yes, September 24th it starts. It's the 24th through the 29th.
I'm linking it right now. So
and just so you know, they're only taking one. So the team who wins that qualifier goes on, but they're not taking the top 2 like they did in the Americas.
Good to know. Yeah, I mean, if you just like to watch the best softball players literally in the whole world, it's probably something you want to tune into.
Yeah. And Stacey Porter for Australia, a legend in the game. We'll have some exclusive interviews from her coming out this month to get you guys excited for that upcoming qualifier.
Yeah, it's going to be big time.
But we're going to switch gears.
We'll switch gears.
So in the last couple of months, there's been a little drama out in
you know how much we like the drama.
Huskerland.
Right.
Does anyone even call it that? I don't think anyone
Huskerland?
does. Yeah. No.
Cornfields?
Yeah.
Out in the cornfields?
Out in the cornfields. If you guys are not up to speed, Coach Rhonda Revelle was basically under review for the last couple of months. She was recently reinstated, but just to give you guys a timeline of the things that happened. So on July 9th, Coach Rhonda Revelle was placed on paid administrative leave pending a review. So apparently players had issued complaints about Coach Revelle and the program and the kind of culture. So on October 25th, she was reinstated. And after that, some of the Nebraska players went to the College Athlete Advocacy Initiative following the reinstatement to try to get their voices heard with some of the allegations that they were bringing forth. And then August 30th, there are a number of allegations that were issued in the media. But after all that kind of media frenzy, on September 1st, all 19 players were at practice.
Yeah, so this is fresh. This is fresh drama.
Yeah.
We're talking about her reinstatement was probably a week and a half ago, August 25th, and then boom, practice started a couple days ago, and everybody was accounted for. I don't know. What do you make of this?
Well, I know when it happened initially, Coach Revelle's colleagues and former players were very adamant backing Coach Revelle and the kind of person and coach that she is. To me, kind of reading over the statements that were issued, I believe that was on the 30th, I don't know. I don't have enough information. It seems to be some players are on her side. I know this for sure, like the coaches are on our side. We had that whole hashtag Stand for Rhonda circulating around Twitter and Instagram for the last couple of months. Some people who have known Coach Revelle for decades I've met her. She's been perfectly nice and fine to me. But it's tough. And it just kind of reminded me of, and they're not the same situation,
right?
But it was around the same time we were talking about Coach Michael O'Teague and the Louisiana Lafayette softball program.
You got a little deja vu, didn't you?
A little deja vu. But it was different, right? There was like a press conference, and it was the opposite result, right? Because Coach O'Teague was fired, and Revelle is reinstated. So I'm just curious as to, are there going to be changes, or is this a situation where the student athletes don't feel like they're being heard? Your thoughts?
Again, I'm not going to be salacious and just say stuff because we don't have information. There is quite a write-up in the Washington Post that was on August 30th. You guys can be your own investigative journalists and go read that. There's some fairly, I would say, serious accusations in there. Let's pull out some of the juicy ones, if you will. There were complaints about a toxic culture, including fat shaming, verbal abuse, erratic and harassing behavior. I think one player told the AD that she had suicidal thoughts because of the toxic climate of the team. So on that one hand, you have that Washington Post article. On the other hand, Chez is saying the coaching staff is behind her. So, and all the players showed up for practice on September 1st. There wasn't any kind of boycott or walkout.
Yeah.
So
there was rumors circulating that some of the players weren't going to show up.
Right. And then at the end of the day, all 19 account for practice, and we don't have any more information than that.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of on the two ends of the spectrum, that's what you have. You have, on the very far extreme, you have a player saying that she almost committed suicide because of it, and then you have, the facts that have happened. The players are all showing up to practice. They're all accounted for. The coaching staff is behind her. So it's, I don't know. It seems to me that somewhere, the truth always kind of lies somewhere in between those two polar opposites. I don't know which end it's on. Probably won't ever know, but that's kind of my take. I have a feeling the truth and the facts are somewhere in the middle of those two extremes.
Since this is another kind of case that's been brought to the media, and it's another big-time coach, big-time program, do you think there's kind of like a communication disconnect between this current generation and I would guess like a Generation X?
Man, I wouldn't make this about generations. I'd be real careful.
What's it about then?
I don't think this is about Generation X or boomers and millennials not being able to communicate. Or at this point, are we Gen Zs at this point? Are they in college yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gen Zs.
Gen Z.
So this is probably Gen Zs and Gen Xers.
Yeah.
If you will. I wouldn't necessarily make this about generations. To me, this is, if we're talking about communication, perhaps there's a communication breakdown between the players and the coaches. With a lot of these situations, I don't know, if there's abuse involved, that's something else. But if it's communication breakdown, I don't think it's generational. I think it's experience, right?
Elaborate.
Communication is learned. I like to try to draw parallels between college athletes and then like the workforce. So if you're a first-time employee, you don't know how to talk to executives, right? And it's not because you're young, it's just because you don't have any experience communicating with people that high up the ladder. So, but how do you get experience? With age comes experience. So I think it's more of an experience issue in terms of communication. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that there's social media now and people don't know how to communicate. They don't look up from their phones. People were looking at newspapers 50 years ago when they were on the bus, on the subway instead of the phone. Okay. So I don't think it's a generational thing. I think it's an experience, and if it comes down to communication between athletes and coaches, I think it's just
paint the picture for the athlete.
I'm not a very good artist. Not really.
So good. I'm trying to understand. I'm a little bit more of a visual person. Like, if I'm an athlete, is it because I'm having an issue with what this coach is saying to me, and then I can't or don't know how to tell this person of authority how it makes me feel.
I think some of that. I think we're definitely in a different culture and climate in 2019 than we were, say, in 1999 or 1979.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little different culture, and I feel like younger generations are a little more emboldened to question authority. I think that's certainly a generational thing. But yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think, you know, it could be just apprehension on confronting or getting into a very serious discussion with someone that's an authority figure. So I think that's certainly a possibility.
Do you think we're going to see more of this?
Was that a clear enough picture for you? Did I do a good job painting? I like abstract art, so I'm kind of just like throwing the paint on the canvas.
Sounds like
next thing you know, Sarah's gonna write up like a study on this.
Nestor's Nestor, I'm not the one who's salty. You're salty. Nestor throwing in some salt with crybabies ?
I think across all sports, it's just with. I do think this generation is definitely more emboldened to speak out.
Yes.
Against people of authority.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think there's a correct and an incorrect way to question authority. Mm-hmm. There's a way to question authority and be respectful.
Are they soft?
I don't know. I kind of want to see what everybody else is going to say here. Are they soft? Are the players... All right, here. I'll pose this to you guys. Are players these days, in this culture, in this climate, soft? Or are they bringing to light good points about, you know, they don't want to be treated the way they are being treated? Mm-hmm. Are they being soft, or are they raising valid concerns? I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not playing on these teams. I don't know. So I'm not going to say. I try to stay away from broad sweeping, if you will, paintbrush strokes about generations and stereotyping. If that was, am I tying in the artwork good enough for you? You're not impressed.
Sort of.
I enjoyed it, Sarah.
Kelly, thank you.
It was a nice try.
I appreciate it. Kelly Ellington says that they're soft. I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I appreciate Kelly and Nestor being emboldened to share their opinions on social media.
And it's just also, it's not a bad thing to become a better communicator.
No,
Last time I checked.
I think that's great.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
You know, we all don't say the right things all the time, but I think it's important to reflect on that and to try to approach that situation. If you have another opportunity to just be better at it. That's just how it goes. As for all of us, whether it's players, coaches, parents, you name it, we can probably all be better.
It's an interesting situation going on.
Yeah, I just
in Huskerland.
This is like a separate situation, but they haven't been good for a while.
No. When was the last year that you were excited to watch Husker softball?
Never.
Well, whatever that.
I'm kidding.
Man, wow.
Look, the last time I remember Nebraska being good was like back when I played.
Okay. All right. I was just looking for a general decade. So you're talking early to mid 2000s.
Yes.
Last time.
I mean, what do you guys have a recollection of them?
I would say the same. I mean, they haven't really threatened the top 15, top 10. I think that's fair in a decade or so.
They just haven't. They've just kind of like. Those are facts.
Those are. Chez is just dropping facts.
Chez is being very blunt today, and it's awesome.
What's that?
I said Chez is being very blunt today, and it's awesome.
So for season 3, Chez and I are going to switch roles. It's going to be salty Chez, and
it just doesn't ring as well, though.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate the women in softball who have pushed it forward and have been around for decades and generations. And I'm not knocking what she's done with that program, because she's among the top winningest coaches
Yeah.
In softball. They're just not very good right now.
Yeah, they could use a shakeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get back to the, be competitive in the Big Ten in their conference.
Totes my goats.
Totes
But
my goats.
let's move on. Talking about way too early rankings.
I mean, is it really ever too early?
Oh, it's never too early.
Thank you.
Come on with it. All right. I have UCLA at the top, y'all. Now, there are some variables, and we have to take into consideration, because if Baby Goat, which I think she's going to get picked for the national team to go to the 2020 Olympics.
I don't know how she wouldn't.
She wouldn't be with the team for the 2020 season. I don't think, because I'm pretty sure they have a tour set up during the spring to get them ready for the 2020 Olympics. So that means that Baby Goat could potentially be out for the season.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What do y'all
think? That throws
about?
a wrench into way too early rankings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys.
I know.
Man, Nestor is all. I just want to say Nestor is all about the show today, and he is liking you, and I'm letting him down today. So sorry, Nestor. I'll do better.
You're welcome, Nestor.
UCLA, in my mind, is by far and away. They have to come in at number 1.
Yeah.
But the Baby Goat situation,
It could. But look, Megan Faremo and Holly Azevedo still had stellar seasons. Great arms in the circle, and they returned Bubba Nichols, Brie Perez, Leah Jordan, Kinsley Washington,
God, that's like
Kelly
crazy.
Godin. I mean, damn.
Stacked.
Yeah, UCLA is out of control.
Yeah, and then they add Maya Brady, Lexi Sosa, Seneca Curro, Alyssa Garcia, and more. So
do you just want to keep going, because this is they look like OU did a couple years. Like, there's no hole top to bottom in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, I don't know. It's a little reminiscent of the UCLA of old.
Yeah.
If we're gonna reminisce and talk generations today, like talking about.
We even forgot to bring up the 2008 team. Sorry.
That's okay. We can circle back around. It won't be the last time we
Yeah.
talk about
All
the
right.
Olympics.
All right.
But you want to talk about old, OG UCLA, where they were winning
When
every
they were
year.
wearing shorts.
Yes, we
We were all wearing shorts.
when college softball was in shorts. What a time to be
Knee
alive.
pads.
What a time to be alive. Do I dare say that it's reminiscent of those days?
For
Can I
that
make-
particular team?
Yes, for
I
the.
think it's.
Is it?
I think it's pretty close. I mean, they've got speed, they've got power, they've got the names.
Yeah. I mean, we're calling Rachel Garcia Baby Goat. I think we're there. I think we have seen the reemergence of UCLA to its powerhouse days. I think we're there.
So basically,
I think we've come full circle.
Shorts era 2.0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way
Bring
better.
back.
Actually, their uniforms are way better now.
Wait, this is the most important question of the whole show.
Okay.
Do you want softball to bring back shorts and knee pads? That's the most important question that we're going to talk about today.
No.
No.
I say yes, just to be contrarian, and why not? Everything else is coming back,
Yeah, you're
Styles-
right. The bike shorts are even back.
right?
Yeah, they are.
They're horrible.
Let's bring them back.
I'm just not
They're
a
made
fan.
out of polyester. They're back. Everything's back.
Yep. It all
Yeah,
comes back
I think
around.
I think you do. You have a point.
Thank you. I think it's the first time you've ever said that on this show.
Don't get used to it.
Okay, so we're all in agreement that UCLA is stacked with a bunch of studs.
Yeah. Yep.
Baby Goat could be an interesting situation. We don't know.
Yeah.
What about OU? What about my Boomer Sooners?
I have OU in the top 5.
Do you have a little list here?
I do.
Is this your list?
That's my list.
Chez has a list. I don't have a list.
Yeah.
I'm about to pull up her list.
Let's see.
Wow.
I had UCLA at 1.
Get out of here
And
with number 2. Get out of here.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I have Alabama at 2.
No, I don't have them at 2. I don't have.
I mean,
them in
I
top
could see
5.
that, though.
No,
Like-
stop it, Allie.
I have them at 2.
All right,
I mean,
Why
look,
do you have them
the
at 2?
top 5 can fluctuate, in my opinion.
I love how you have Washington at 3, though. That's amazing. They would be my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valid. Because Montana Fouts.
That's the whole reason you have them at number 2.
No. And Bailey Humphill.
Okay.
Alyssa Brown, and Kaylee Tao, who are returning along with Skylar Wallace and Crystal Goodman. Also, they add newcomers Lexi Kilfoyle, Jenna Johnson, Carla Heiss, and Alexis Mack. You might remember her. Like, I think Murph has put together a really good squad for this season.
Second best squad in the country?
There was a, I don't know, they had an energy. They had an energy about them, and I think it's gonna snowball into this season. They're gonna be tough. I think they're gonna be real tough. You remember they took the SEC.
Chez, anytime we talk about them now, I'm going to talk about their energy.
Yeah, energy, vibes.
Okay, so you have Alabama 2.
I have Washington at 3. I think Washington can easily bump up to 2.
Yeah.
But key returners, Gabby Plain, Sis Bates, Sammy Reynolds, Morgan Flores, Taryn Atlee. And then newcomers, obviously, number 1 player in the country, Kelly Lynch, Jadalyn Alchin, Hannah Dardano. Transfer from A&M, sorry, Allie, Bailey Klingler, and pitcher Brooke Nelson. So Washington's going to be super strong this year. I think they've strengthened their infield. They've added more offense. They've added more pitching. They're deep in the outfield. And Oklahoma, 4.
Just want to say that Kelly Ellington said no way Alabama should be in the top 5. So,
Okay.
Kelly and I.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They were in the World Series.
Yeah, but they didn't. No, get out of here with the
You know
top
how
5. There are
hard it
8
is?
teams that go to the World Series.
You
And
act
you
like
know-
that's easy.
You know what? I won't give away your top 5 list, but there's a team on there that Nestor just brought up that I am probably a little sore that you don't have in there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna let you.
All right.
I'm gonna let you go
Okay.
with your list because, you know.
Oklahoma, obviously, they still have G. Juarez, Shannon Sale, Grace Green, Grace Lyons. Nicole Mendez, I think, would be participating in the Olympics, so she may not be with the team.
Oh, really?
But they have Jocelyn
good
Allo.
call.
They picked up a killer transfer from Auburn, Taylon Snow. They add Kinsey Henson, Alana Theed, Alicia Flores, Olivia Raines, Riley Boone, among others. And then 5 for me, it's kind of like up in the air. I think anyone can take that spot. I really like the pickups that Florida had during the offseason and their newcomers, especially with the transfer Charlotte Eccles, stellar catcher Julia Cottrell, who was also on the junior national team, Mia Bufano. Riley Trilachek, I'm expecting her to log in a number of innings this year. She's a lefty. She throws hard. She's got a good rise ball. She's a competitor. And then, obviously, Florida State's always in the mix. There's their team.
Are they always in the mix?
They are.
Okay.
The last, they've been, they won a national championship.
They did win a national championship, and then they didn't go back to the Women's College World Series.
And I do think Louisiana is a bit of a sleeper.
Look at you. Do I dare say is this a dark horse?
They could be a dark horse.
First of
but
all,
I don't know if you can call them a dark horse.
Where's Arizona?
Yeah, they're not going to be in the top 5. They don't have
my
Taylor
goodness.
McQuillan, and they may not have Deja Mulapula.
Wow,
That's
you heard it here
true.
first.
Get at me.
Man,
Okay,
Chez
so
is
Louisa-
so salty today.
She is
Yeah.
so salty. Oh my goodness.
They don't have their ace from last year.
So Louisiana is a dark horse.
I think Louisiana,
This
especially
is-
when they add Megan Kleiss, Mia Camuso, Callie Martin, and 6 freshmen. And Sydney Hibbert, I think, is going to be a big hitter for them this upcoming season. And not to mention, they have Alyssa Dalton, who led the team in hitting, Julie Rawls, Courtney Grimion, Sarah Hudek, sorry, Allie, Summer Ellison, Casey Dixon. And then, of course, Texas.
All right, throw them up. Throw them up. That girl. There you go.
And they're going to beat LSU this weekend. Boom.
I don't know about that.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know
This is
about
getting
that.
serious.
That's a
It's all
stretch.
happening. It's all
This
happening.
is getting serious.
That's a stretch.
Chez is out of control today. This is
Oh,
this is wild.
Okay, Kelly, you have a point. They have Mariah Lopez.
Yeah, they
but
sure do. You missed that one.
I'm okay. That's
So we have our first official dark horse pick of the 2019-2020 season. Louisiana.
I think they could, especially they have Kleiss.
Mark it down.
They have Kleiss and Ellison. She had a good season last year.
Okay. I love the dark horse picks.
They add a freshman, Morgan Gorey, who can come in and make an impact. But I think when you have Kleiss on the mound, I mean, we've seen what she's done at Oregon. I don't know if it's going to be the same magic, but I think with Mike Roberts on staff, it's more familiarity when it comes to the bullpen. So I think, yeah. I mean, Arizona, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see about Arizona. All right. What's next? What do we got?
I mean, there is dark horses.
We had dark horses.
Should we keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
We can keep going.
All right.
I have a meeting, but it's fine. I'll be late. Hopefully you're watching.
I think Michigan's going to be really good this year.
Can you call Michigan a dark horse, though?
I think you can.
I don't think you can. They've been like a perennial... They've been like a powerhouse of the Big Ten. You can't call them a dark horse.
Well, I mean, like the dark horse in a sense, like they can make a run in postseason.
We need some definitions and some guardrails around what a dark horse is.
All right. So Northwestern isn't either.
Northwestern made the tournament last year.
They got Rachel Lewis.
They made regional. They made postseason.
Mm.
I guess Northwestern can be a dark horse.
And the other two, I don't know if I want to discuss them.
because I'm just pissing all over your dark horses. I think Louisiana is a really good dark horse choice.
I think Louisiana is gonna have one of their best seasons.
I like that. I feel like with Louisiana, I feel like you're going out on a limb. If you say Michigan, I'm just like, what?
I think it's false.
Get out of here.
Oh,
no,
wow.
No, please continue.
No, I'm done. That's it, folks.
I've made her too vulnerable. She's not willing to share.
Like someone brought up Minnesota. I think Minnesota will be good. They have Pfizer. They always have a shot when they have Pfizer. I just wonder what's behind Pfizer.
That's fair.
Offensively, I think they can hang with all teams. I'm wondering a little bit about that depth and if she has enough, to knock off the top ones. And
that's fair.
When you think about pitching to that UCLA offense, man, that's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. All right, and what do we
next?
got left? We've got rankings coming out this month.
Everybody loves rankings.
So we'll do an end of season rankings to kind of wrap up the entire summer. We also have the Asia Oceania Olympic qualifier at the end of this month in Shanghai, and just more rankings and more cool videos. We're looking to get some favorites out here.
Yeah.
If you remember earlier in the season, we had Chamberlain out here. We've had Sierra Romero, but we're looking to get some fresh blood in here and excited.
Yeah.
To do some cool vids. How'd y'all feel? All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you next week on Here's the Deal.